Alright, everyone, playing Vannifar pod. Try to ramble less this time so I can actually use the recording. But, basically this is an all-in combo deck where all you want to do is stick Vannifar and activate it. And one activation of Vannifar should win you the game in like 95% of the situations. I mean, barring removal from your opponent. So, that's what the main board's entirely geared towards. That's why Rhythm of the Wild is in here. And very little else in the main board. I mean, it's like a Kiki combo deck aside from that. I mean, we only have 2 Kiki Jiki, but there's a line that requires 3 Bounding Crisis. That's why there's 4 in the main. The sideboard is what you switch into games 2 and 3, and you basically turn into a tutor up X hate piece to stop your opponent deck. So we are 2-1 right now. Loss was to Bant Spirits, I believe. Beat Burn, and I'm not remembering the other deck. This is a mulligan. The hand does not do anything. Okay, this is an alright hand. Actually, this is a turn 3 kill in theory. So you've got turn 1 birds, turn 2 rhythm, turn 3 activated Vannifar, and as long as we draw in our next 2 draws a fetch land to get a forest, we will win at that point. And they don't have removal. Those are the 2 criteria. Basic Mountain, Bomat Courier. Okay. He did not. Oh, he played it in main too. It's probably accidental. Seeing Bomat looks like the kind of deck that would only have lightning bolts, probably no other removal. So, might be okay. I still might want to lead on wall roots instead of playing rhythm here. Seems pretty aggressive. Okay, skewers. Wall seems pretty good here. We no longer have blue mana for Vannifar, which sucks. I guess we can go rhythm, or if we draw a fetch land, we're in a pretty good spot. Seems very aggressive. Maybe like a Flame of Hell deck or something. Or just trying out the new Rakdos stuff. Okay, yeah, we're gonna just play rhythm here. Because we're still on a win if we draw any land, I think. No, we need to get a blue mana source, that's right. Stand corrected. Opponent is checking us for a land here. Okay, that... I think we're fine with letting Wall of Roots die in this case because we don't have... I mean, it'll inhibit our chord somewhat. But we don't have any way of playing... Yeah. I mean, that healed us for 5, so I'm honestly not too upset about that. This is a little annoying. We're just gonna run out the Renegade Rallier with a +1 counter, so they have to use a burn spell. I mean, if we had taken that, we would be at 7 life at the most. And we would be courting for, I guess, a 2-drop. Bump in the night. Yikes. Now we're in like a worse situation than before. Okay. Okay. Man. Still think we want to block. Okay, he let it die. Well, this is actually tough because if we expose Kiki to Lightning Bolt here, we've seen one. Our opponent can go nuts for it. I think we still have to go for it. Do we have any other options? We can cord. Yeah, I guess if we crisis down their Bomat courier, and then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Is that better though? No, I don't think it is. I think we just go for it. We just really are soft to Lightning Bolt here, which I hate. And he's holding on our stuff too. This isn't good. Don't know what you're hoping. Okay, he's hoping to draw Lightning Bolt in those top 4, basically. We're putting a Hasty Woodland Bellower into play. Bellower gets Crisis, which comes in with a +1/+1 counter. Crisis untaps. Looks like Lightning Bolt. We're probably dead. I guess. I don't think we had a way around that. That's better than them. Actually, it's. I guess I see their reasoning here. I would be more than happy if they attack into our prime speaker. Sure. Do you have any other burn spell? Okay. So, now, can we kill our opponent? Wow. record for image on bellower, hasty bellower? Yes, we can, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need to get a forest. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got him. The angry beasts win. Did not mean to reveal my hand to him. Okay. So can I view this card? I think Spell's Guide's still going to be good regardless. Night of Autumn, yes. Shalai, Thalia, and Forge Tender's not great, but that's what we got. Night of Autumn, and then we want to drop some of the combo. Do we want... Yeah, I think I'd rather keep the image than have two rhythms. Rhythm in these burn matches is just a little awkward because, like, yes, it's fast, but wow, he kept that very quickly. This just, it's a good hand if we weren't playing against a deck that has a whole bunch of spot removal. So, it has a turn 1 Forge Tender. This hand is awful. See if I regret shipping that. Okay, I do not. And definitely don't want that. Looks like we have to shock ourselves to 17 here. Red. Swift Spear. Did not attack. Just take less damage, because we can. What's he bolting? The birds? Perfectly fine with that. All Roots feels really good in these matchups because a lot of times they're going to spend a spell on your birds and it doesn't quite slow you down as much as they'd want. Because you still have a blocker the next turn and ramp. I don't think he's going to point that Rift Bolt at the wall, but he might. Also kind of surprised lightning bolts are pretty valuable in this matchup. I don't know if I'd be... Okay, he's just on the remove all your dudes plan. Okay, that's fine. There's no way I'm blocking here. So Spear. If you did that, you better have another removal spell. 16. Get to fetch tapped here, unless we draw some action. Skewer on our wall? Sure. Now our creatures have healed us for 9. And our opponent is nearly hellbent. Bomat's a pretty nice top deck there, but it's not too fast. He didn't even play it. That was bizarre. Okay. I think we block the Bomat Courier here, because they're the same damage if he doesn't cast a spell, and if he does, we're certain to lose our Wall of Roots. Almost certain. And Wall of Roots here dies to literally everything in his deck, barring Lava Spike. This is a lot harder to kill. Yeah, ends up going to my face instead of killing my creature, which I could pot away for Vannifar. Breeding Pool tapped. Now we're on the hope our opponent doesn't have Lightning Bolt plan. Which isn't a fun plan, but it's where we're at. Nice thing here is if he tries to interrupt our chain at some point with like a Krasis, like bolting the Krasis, we can just continue. It doesn't do anything. He has to wait till we get Kiki. I don't think there's any way we die here, so I think we just let it happen. Take however much damage is gonna be. If this is 3 bolts, we die. But to any target on Vannifar, sure. That sucks. Oh, but it doesn't even kill it. Never mind. I thought it did 4. So he's all in on drawing a burn spell that he can target Vannifar with here. And I don't think he did. Okay. Actually. Nice part about this is if he doesn't have anything until the Kiki, I can instead choose to go into Shalai if I want. I don't know if I'm going to, but Crisis 2. Do have a Crisis left in deck, right? Yeah, I do. Yeah, we're just gonna go for it. I think if our opponent had a removal spell, they would have used it. And this still leaves a Woodland Bellower in play. Founding Crisis. Careful there. Yeah. Good game. Nothing at this point that we can get blown out by. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8. Let's do 9 just to be sure. Opponent is conceding. Alright. Yeah, so that's how it works. I think that's the end of the league. Oh, not quite. Alright, we'll be back for